What's going on, boys? NealGuides here. Welcome back to another squad builder. I hope you had a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays over the coming week, should I say, and obviously Happy New Year very soon. Now, we've got a 1 million coin squad builder for you today. In particular, we've got a couple of cards. Some of the cards may have been expired. You might see in the thumbnail, but do not worry. I do have some replacement cards. As you guys know, prices are changing every single day, so obviously do bear that in mind. So by the time you watch this, I might have a new video out, or I would say the prices may have changed. But they're going down. But I think for now, for a million coins, you can basically get a very well-rounded team. Well, I would say even with 500k, you can get a good team. But I would say with a million coins, you can get a team that can at least compete to get elite. The first person we're going to go with is actually going to go with the goalkeeper. We're going to kind of bring our way. We're going to mix between the strikers and the defenders in a second. But Courtois, one of the best goalkeepers in the game. Still one of the tallest players. I do think now height and positioning is probably a bit of everything, as opposed to it was say with feet trait last year. I think now it comes down to height, in my opinion, alongside with positioning. I think is the most important stat. Now, if we're talking about attack in front now, I wanted to mention this goalkeeper because it's somewhat important. I wanted to make maybe a full French team. I was going to release that. But then I realized that our card just came out the other day. Now, this hour card might be one of the best cards you can buy. Now, if you can't afford this hour card, do not worry. I do have a replacement card for him instead. I think he's a really good card. He can play centre mid or cam, but for 100k, he's very much worth it. If you got a 2 million coin team, is he worth doing? Maybe not, because you can get Neymar and maybe Ben Yedder in form. But if you got a million coins only, for the fact he's only 100k, I think he's very much worth it. You know, he's a really good player, very good cam. Can even play even on the wing, to be honest, if you had a hunter on him. But top tier player, good GL balance. Remind me of the FIFA 19 card. But that is a very good card to play. And starting with the wingers, we go with Dembele. I wanted to get a left mid in the game. I think Dembele is still a very good card to use. Unfortunately, there isn't really that many good cards that have been released this year. But Dembele is still one of the best cards that money can even buy. So Dembele goes straight into the team. Being one of the only few cards that have been in my team since day one. Obviously, I got him untradeable, so I sold my original one. But those are stats just coming on as a sub. Moving over to the opposite side, we've gone with Rashford because, again, we still want to get the best players possible we can get for a million coins. Yes, you might think it's somewhat boring, I suppose you can say. By the end of the day, for me, the highest chance of winning and having fun is important. There's no point playing with a slow attack or a slow player. If you have a specific player that you want, you can, of course, bring them in. So we have obviously two very, very fast wingers, probably two of the best wingers, one of the best cams in the game. So we're going to go with another player, and that is also going to be a card that's played in cam, but I'll actually play in CDM, and that is Bruno Fernandez. Now, Bruno Fernandez has been a very much underrated card this year, not as a cam. I think you might see a lot of people use him, especially the pros use him, but they don't use him in cam, they use him in centre mid. I think he's a fantastic centre mid card, or a CDM card in the 4-2-3-1. High work rates. 5'10". When you put a shadow on him, he gets a really good stat boost. In fact, I can actually show you now. Bruno Fernandez, when you put a shadow on him, let's have a brief look over here. So we've got Bruno Fernandez. When you put a shadow on him, he can play that role. Look, 77 stand tackle he does get. Now, it's not that important, but it's the most important thing is interceptions. Look how high he gets brought on. Even on 8 chemistry, he's a formidable player. So he's definitely a card you really want to get for that centre mid role. So you can have someone else next to him who's a more defensive option. But he's definitely the most attacking option. 4-star, high, everything that you want. Good agility and balance, very good stamina, and a perfect card to play next to someone that's defensive. Now, who's the best defensive player in the game? It is Kante. Now, Kante, thankfully speaking, his price has gone down a lot, but Kante is very much a very important player. The reason why it's so integral to most teams is that not only is he cheaper now so we can fit him in, it's because he has medium-high work rates. Now, for those who don't know, this year I think they've also tuned work rates a little bit. They've nerfed certain things as well. In fact, the 4-2-3-1 formation, if you ever found your CDMs are too high up the pitch, I think they nerfed the 4-2-3-1, but they just never told us. They kept their mouth sealed. They didn't say anything. The reason why I can only imagine is because everyone was using the 4-2-3-1 last year, and they wanted to make formations more diverse. But I've been testing it, and since the first week I've noticed that. I can say formally, like a month ago, I kind of tested it out and I found out they have nerfed it, or I think they have anyway. But Kante, Bruno Fernandez make a perfect centre mid CDM pairing in any formation. Now, who goes striker? Now, realistically, for the money, it is a risky buy. If you're watching this right now and it's after Team of the Year, don't worry. But if you're watching this now, it's coming towards Team of the Year, there is a chance that his price may go down now. He's 291k now, but he's still a very much better player. I can't see him going any less than 200k in my opinion. You might take like a 40k loss on him, do bear that in mind. But he's still most definitely one of the best players that money can buy. And he's definitely going to go in strike. I'll show you how you get 100 chemistry as well in a second. Now going over to left back. Best left back in the game, or I would say there's multiple, I would say, but I think Ferland Mendy is probably one of the best left backs in the game. There's no question about that. Very, very cheap now. Costs around about 30k. I have 22k on Xbox, so very much affordable, as before he wasn't. And one where we kind of, I wouldn't say skimped out per se, we got is Eder Militao. Now if you want to, you can get Diego Carlos. Diego Carlos is also very, very good. Either one is personal preference for you. I prefer Eder Militao, personally speaking, even though Diego Carlos has got the better defensive stats. But if you want the solid player, the more solid player will be Diego Carlos as opposed to Eder Militao. They're both very, very good. I think it's just a balance difference. I mean, apart from that, they're very much the same. I just prefer Eder Militao, but if you prefer Diego Carlos, you can put him there instead of Eder Militao. And the reason why the price also took a bit of a hike is because we ended up getting Varane, because I think Varane is very much an endgame player and very much should be in the team. You know, there isn't that many good, even during Team of the Year and after the end of Team of the Year, yes, you can get a fullback in centre that might get the job done, and probably get the job better done, to be honest. But let's wait for the Team of the Year fullbacks to come out first, and we can make our decision. So he goes in the centre back and he gets the perfect links, of course, Eder Militao and the goalkeeper. And then for the right back, just in essence of keeping chemistry sane, and obviously we're keeping the chemistry at the best it can be, we've gone with Wan-Bissaka. I'd personally go here with Semedo, because I think he's the best right back in the game. But yes, it is somewhat of a boring team, but I think for 1 million coins is very much a team that could challenge for elite. If you have 5 million coin team, you sold out for Team of the Year, this would definitely be a team that's worth the money. This is how it looks in game. Every single player will get chemistry apart from 2 players, and that is Bruno Fernandez and Rashford. Now Rashford has 7 chemistry, which is not the end of the world because he's a winger, and Bruno Fernandez will have 8. If you want, you can change him. You can play another variation, but that's the way I'll go. If you can't afford our, like let's say for example you really can't afford him, what you could do, or let's say for example you couldn't buy him, if you want to, you can just dash Martial in over here. I mean, it's not the best solution, don't get me wrong, but I think definitely if you put him there, and what you can do is you can swap these guys around, and that way you can have Ben Yedder on 10 chemistry and you can have Martial and Bruno Fernandez like that. But that is only if you can't do the SBC, in my opinion. Alright, if you can do the SBC, definitely keep Aaron, because I think he's the perfect cam to play. If you do use, of course, Martial, then use Rashford cam and Ben Yedder strikers. How they look in game, in a 4-2-3-1, I'll most definitely go with Ben Yedder going in striker, Our going in cam, Bruno Fernandez next to Kante in CDM, Rashford and Dembele, 2 of the best wingers in the game. 5-star week for 2 very good attacking wingers and a very good dynamic cam that can attack but can also come back and also got a good physicality as well. If you're going to be playing a 4-4-2, the exact same thing. The question is who goes striker. It's a bit of a different one. This time I would say Our goes on the wing. You push Dembele to the wing as well. Or you can play Dembele in strikers, up to you. If you prefer the 5-star, 5-star, where they're both 5-star weak foots, you can put Dembele next to Ben Yedder. Otherwise, Rashford works very much well there. We're going to be playing a 3-5-2, or in particular, my variation of the 3-5-2. You can do the exact same thing. But this time, I would say that it is a bit of an unfortunate event where Dembele kind of either has to play that defensive role or has somewhat of a role to play. We're going to put Militao in the middle because he's the slowest defender. So yeah, that's the issue. You know, do you put Rashford on the wing or Dembele? I mean, I think Rashford's the better striker per se, but Dembele, I think because he offers that 5-star is debatable. So if you really need the 5-star weak foot, it is worth it. If you want, you could also do this, but I think at that point it is very much wasted to put Our on a wing. So it's up to you, but either way it's fine. And if you're going to play the 4-1-2-1-2 second variation, this probably be the way the formation will really excel. You can put Our on the right hand side, Bruno Fernandez on the left hand side. You got 2 dynamic midfielders that can go forward, and of course Bruno Fernandez can come back as well. So you can leave him on balance, leave him on stay back if you want him, Leave Kante and stay back as well. And you've got Rashford, Dembele, and Yedem up front. And finally, I wanted to mention, if you are playing the 4-3-3, then what you can do is you can put push him to a kind of a midfield position, a centre mid position, and you can put this however way you want. I prefer Rashford on the left hand side in the 4-3-3 because you're cut inside. But as I mentioned, you get 100 chemistry, and that is a team for 1 million coins. If you have any other squad suggestions, do let me know. We're going to start making some really good fun 15k teams and 10k teams after Team of the Year. We're probably going to go do a weekend league stream as well. We'll probably get elite with one of those 10-15k teams. But anyway, guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, I do stream on twitch.tv/NealGuides. And if you do like this content, don't forget to subscribe. And of course, all my social media links are down below. Thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.